Namaskar. Tamil Nadu is going to go to civic polls, and the whole state is now buzzing with activity on who to nominate. They are selecting their candidates all over the state. There's a scramble for tickets and very, very active buzz in the air. And amidst all these things, the news that the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to go it alone in Tamil Nadu has shaken up quite a few people. The other parties are almost deathly afraid of what a Annamalai-led BJP can do to them. This is just a perception game at this point of time. However, it must be remembered that the youth population in Tamil Nadu is close to 70%, and therefore a young leader, a 37-year-old leader, an IPS officer who gave up all the comforts of life to become a politician to serve them has really sparked the enthusiasm among the young generation in Tamil Nadu, and they are just gobbling up any information they can get about this new, energetic, dynamic leader. The other parties may have people in his age category, but they don't have the charisma, the poise, the sincerity, the honesty, and the accuracy, or the veracity with which he's able to tackle questions thrown at him from left, right, center, and everywhere else. This has been a hallmark of his presidency, that he has been able to do press conferences where he's able to challenge the press to make them ask better questions than just some mudslinging type questions. So all this pertains to a very good fight for the civic polls. We don't know if the popularity or the buzz that Annamalai is creating is going to translate into votes, and if the BJP can capture some municipal corporations. But it must be said that there is definitely an euphoria, there's a sense of expectation in the air, and the fact that people are now seeing and talking about what the BJP is up to is very, very commendable. Also, we have to remember that it was the Aiadmk that did not want to have seat adjustment with BJP. And in fact, the PMK, even before that, these are the three people who formed the alliance for the state elections. So they all are going their separate ways. So you're going to have multi-cornered contests. How does this help BJP or hurt BJP? We don't know, but we do know this. Annamalai has been able to walk that fine balance between sounding, theist, being for Hindutva causes, at the same time being able to convey the message that he's a friend of everyone. This has happened quite a bit, and we know for a fact, just looking at the 2021 results, what are all the things played out. This is for mostly people who are not residents of Tamil Nadu, but you can also, if you are a resident of Tamil Nadu, I just want to kind of regurgitate a few things that happened. If you remember, wherever there were election speeches that had Edappadi Palaniswamy and Annamalai, they both were giving speeches. Annamalai would always start out by thanking the partner Aiadmk and also EPS and all that stuff before commencing his speech. But EPS would never do that. It was almost as if the BJP, the partner, didn't even exist. He would just come and say what he had to say and go. I mean, this was stunning to me, that a party which is basically reliant on the center for sustenance would try to ignore it so much. Then the reality dawned on me. DMK and Aiadmk are two sides of the same coin. If DMK loses support amongst the minorities, guess who wants to step up and grab that? Aiadmk. Why? You don't know? Well, here is what it is. Look at the Lavanya case. Did any leader from Aiadmk say anything in the beginning? Only they started saying a few things here and there, making a few noises, only after they saw that Annamalai and BJP were running away with the narrative. The same thing goes. 210 plus temples have been demolished so far. It's only Annamalai and BJP who have been raising a ruckus on this, whereas Aiadmk is completely silent. The silence is so loud that it's almost jarring. So this kind of an attitude from ADMK just shows you how selfish these guys are. They are just as bad as DMK, except maybe they are a little bit more God-fearing, and they probably would not have demolished the kind of temples that these guys. DMK is an absolute brazen community. These guys are nothing but, ultimate selfish, most corrupt, and just have no conscience at all. I'm telling you, they are going to have a reality check this time. They seem to be thinking that they are going to be able to sweep the civic polls, especially I was in the Coimbatore area, and they have sent their most corrupt, most devious, most insidious guy to try and turn their fortunes around in the Kongunadu area, because they are hoping that once they start winning there, then this thing about Kongunadu will go away. I don't think it's going to go away. But the more important thing, back to Annamalai BJP. Ever since he started giving these press conferences, Annamalai has set the narrative for the state. The state, no matter how many things I should say in double quotes, that Stalin tries to do and say that I've done this, first ball sixer. Where? The ball was not even bowled. So these kind of nonsense that these guys try to indulge in, they have the entire state MSM behind them to try and make big deal out of Stalin exercising, Stalin working, he going very carefully to a puddle 2 inches thick to try and look at how flood relief efforts are going on. But take my word, Annamalai has arrested the narrative, but will that translate into votes? That has to be seen. So remember that in order to win elections, they need ground strength, meaning like they need strength at the booth people who are actually local residents, who know the resident in each house, each jhopadpatti, every one of them. They should be able to know, yes, this guy lives there. No, this guy has come in just to put his vote for the elections. That sort of granularity is needed. I don't know if BJP has that kind of a strength, but it is a start. It has a start. They have a charismatic leader. They have a sincere leader. They have an honest leader. And let's hope and wish that for the sake of country, that BJP starts making its mark in Tamil Nadu. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel, and also do not forget to click on the bell button. Namaskar.